When political power changed hands in Harare in November 2017, the world was treated to a masterclass in the art of a sophisticated constitutional illusion. If you think Mnangagwa is going to fire Chiwenga for getting smile, subscribe on the news as tanks rolled down Samora Machel Avenue. Military spokesman insisted on the national television that what was unfolding was not a coup d'etat, but merely a targeted intervention against criminals surrounding President Robert Mugabe. It was a theatrical performance designed to preserve the veneer of legality while fundamentally altering the state. Today, a similar reading of political optics grips the Zimbabwean commentariat. Observers mesmerized by the visible tension between President Emerson Mnangagwa and his powerful deputy, Constantino Chiwenga, eagerly anticipate a dramatic climax, the outright dismissal of the vice president. Yet, to expect Mnangagwa to simply fire the former general who helped orchestrate his rise to power is to misunderstand both the mechanics of dominant party authoritarianism and the specific temperament of the men in the state house. The commentary surrounding Zimbabwean succession often assumes that executive dominance requires the public humiliation of one's rivals. The reality of power within ZANU-PF is far more subtle. Following the passage of Constitutional Amendment Act No. 3, which fundamentally altered the rules governing presidential succession, the strategic landscape shifted decisively in Mnangagwa's favor. The amendment removed the requirement for running mates in presidential elections, retaining the power of appointed vice presidents directly to the head of state, and decoupling executive succession from an automatic constitutional handoff. Why would Mnangagwa risk a high-stakes, volatile showdown by firing Chiwenga when the legal architecture now gives him the tools to render his rival politically peripheral without firing a single shot? As we often reflect on in this corner of the Sunday political read, the strategic imperative facing Mnangagwa is rarely about the total destruction of an opponent, but rather this gradual systematic containment. And dominant party regimes, formal dismissal is usually the blunt instrument of an insecure ruler, whereas political management, ruling class bargaining, and institutional attrition represent the true departure of a master tactician. Time, unlocked by constitutional engineering, has become the ultimate political currency in Harare. Tumba developments and Pangwa in a recommends the chairman of great input with the Pamsur Pachit. On subscribe or like, chit on the